So today I'm going to be using this stuff, which is Wickes' own brand exterior wood filler. I'm actually using it interior, and the reason I'm using it is because obviously I don't want to come back tomorrow after using like a mixable filler or just a filler in general, because they generally don't dry out quick enough ready for sanding. But these 20 to 30 minutes and it will be set. I have used this stuff before. It's not too bad, to be honest. You can pay a lot more for this kind of stuff, but it's all pretty much the same stuff. I do think that Wickes' own brand stuff isn't as bad, or it's not too bad compared to the branded stuff that you can buy. So what we're going to do is use this today, fill some holes in, and they'll be ready for sanding within 20-30 minutes, and we should be able to get the surfaces painted, because it's not a very big job. It's just finishing off, because we needed a plumber to come. She had her own plumber, so she didn't want me to do it, and move a radiator out of the way, and then I've just got to remove some stuff, and then once you fill the holes in where the screws have been, extra, and then just give it a paint and we're done. So there you go, exterior wood filler, used interior. Really good stuff this. We'll get it used today. So here we are. I've opened the tin already, and you get a handy little spatula type scraper thing. So what I do is I use the lid to mix it on. You can use anything really, and you get some hardener which is in the lid of the tin. You can buy this separately if you run out as well, but you don't need a right lot. So in proportion to what I've got, if you can imagine that was a golf ball, you'd only need about a pea size. I've probably put a little bit too much on it there. But what you need to do is mix it thoroughly, and make sure it's all mixed together well, because what that white blob will do, it will harden the actual filler. And like, don't forget to put the lid back on the tin, because it does actually harden on its own anyway. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is just mix this up a bit now, and I'm going to put my fingers over the lens, as you can see it above there. I'm holding the camera while I'm trying to do this, so I'll probably end up putting the camera down, and as you can see, I'm concentrating so much on mixing it, I'm not seeing what's on the screen, am I? But there you go, you get the idea. And then all you need to do is fill the areas like I have done here. These are the ones I did earlier, and as you can see, they're all blotched out. The where the nails used to be and the screw holes and everything, I've removed a bookcase from this area and open the area up, and I'm just going to fill a few more holes in that I can see, and then we're going to paint it all white. And once you've painted it, your first coat of white, you'll see any other areas that you need to fill, because they will show up with the white paint. But what I like to do is get as many of them filled as possible, and then give it a coat of paint, and then, well, obviously I need to sand it first. This is sandable, and it's really good stuff for sanding. It sands really smooth, does this type of filler. Now you can probably see that white stripe there. There was like a door frame there of leg, and you can see the white bits there. So that's where the bookcase was, screwed to the side, and these are the screw holes that I'm just running my fingers over there. And as you can see, it's two-tone, it's white and brown, it's like a mix. So we're going to give it a sand. This is 80 grit, and I have my little cordless vacuum cleaner there, and just a regular orbital sander. So this was from B&Q, it was about 30 quid. What we're going to do is start sanding off the areas, getting rid of all the rough high spots of the filler, and also sanding off the paint and all this varnish, so we've got like a surface for the paint to key to. So it does take a while with an orbital sander. So the reason I've got a dust extractor in it with the vacuum cleaner is to keep the dust down, so it don't go everywhere, because it will go everywhere, as you can imagine. So if you want to see some links in my description, go down below and check out the links in the description. I do have a link now for cheaper gas and electric bills and utility from Utility Warehouse, so go and check that out. Yes, I have get a little bit of commission out of that, but don't begrudge me that, people. Could be worse, you could be paying by the minute to watch this video, couldn't you? So anyway, that's another point we could be making, but there you go. I've got to make some money to feed my family somehow, haven't I? But here we are at work, and this is how another way I make my money and I make my living, and that's painting and decorating, as well as other things, as you probably noticed on this channel. So that being said, I'll just carry on sanding and let you watch the rest of this video. So there we go, guys. I've been using the Wickes exterior wood filler, and obviously I used the lid just to mix it on. You can just break this off because it doesn't stick right well to plastic, so it just peels off like this, so you can reuse it. There you go, a bit of it's come off, and you get your hardener there, fits in the lid, and that's a decent sized tin. They do bigger tins than this. This is actually the smallest tin that they do, but if you keep it on your van or in your shed or whatever you're using it for, it comes in very handy for doing stuff like that. Don't have to wait very long for it to dry, and it's sandable within 10-20 minutes, so especially for just doing screw holes and things like that. I mean, that just worked perfectly for that. Didn't hang about. Got the job finished in a day because I basically re-skimmed the whole ceiling and skimmed the kitchen ceiling, redecorated the whole room, and we had to wait for a plumber, because she has her own plumber, to remove a radiator that was on that partition wall, because that whole stretch of door frame had a partition in it, and the bookcase on one side and a flat panel on the other side with the radiator fitted to it, which her husband, who passed away shortly, not too long ago, he made it all. He was like a DIY joiner sort of thing, and he made all that. So we dismantled it all and opened the door frame up, which left obviously screw holes and things like that. There originally was some like cutouts for the striking plates for the doors when they shut, so obviously used the same filler to fill those out a little bit and shape them back into the architrave, and it works quite well because, like I said, it does dry quick. There's nothing wrong with using mixable fillers and tubs of fillers for doing stuff like that. I mean, you could do that if you were coming back the next day to be ready for sanding, but I wasn't coming back the next day, so I needed something to dry quick. It's about 12 quid, but I mean, I've only used hardly any of it just to do that, so that's basically on stock in my van now again, and ready for the next job. So there you go, guys. Top tip: work smarter, don't work harder, and that's exactly what we did there with that. It's really good stuff, to be honest. Stands off really smooth. So there you go. Other brands available if you want to use them. Doesn't really matter to me. They're pretty much the same, so that's why I got that. It's cheaper. It's about £5 cheaper than the next brand up from that, so it's great stuff. So there you go, guys. Hope you got something out of this video today. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I have lots of tips and tricks for the DIYers and tradespeople alike. And if you want to comment below, then by all means do so. But for now, I will catch you in another video soon, and take care for now. See you later.